Hello, hope you're having a good day. This is Belle here. I'd like to do a tarot reading today. I hope this video finds you well. Just shuffling the cards a little bit here. Today I'm going to be using the Chrysalis Tarot, which is really beautiful. A few things about the tarot readings. Since I'm marking them just by a day, it's actually available in no particular order. I'm not trying to line up the readings with any particular dates or times, so just feel free to find the inspiration that works well for you. And as usual, I'm doing the tarot readings for inspiration only, so please think for yourself and do your own interpretations and just live your life in the way that's authentic and right for you, which you probably already do without my saying that, but just another reminder. Today is day 8 of this tarot and oracle card reading series. I'd like to set the intention today to receive insights from the tarot about creativity and expression, because I'm going to try to be writing this week. So I'm interested in getting some insights about creativity and expression, and maybe someone out there is too. And another thing to add is that I'm going to be hopefully putting up book reviews coming up pretty soon. So what I'll do is I'll choose a particular book and I'll read it for a week or so, and then I'll kind of outline some of the main ideas, and I'll also just use it as a way to talk about some far out topics that are brought up in the book, and then just some thoughtful things to think about that are inspired by the book. I'm not sure exactly what I'll be reading yet. I have some ideas, but I will probably post more about that on my blog or on Twitter coming up in the near future. Okay, I think I've shuffled these cards enough as I've been talking. I'm going to pick 5 cards again just because, I don't know, usually I just pick 4. 5 just seems to give a little extra something, a little extra information. It's 4, and one more is 5. Okay, first card is the Storyteller. We've gotten this card before. This is a beautiful card. I think last time I was talking about how this card is featuring a beautiful old lady and how she's really wise and she doesn't regret being older. She's just really wise and she's glowing, and she has this orb or something in her hands. She has wings, she has these mandalas that are green there. I mean, it's pretty clear. We set the intention for creativity and expression ideas. And this card is actually called the Storyteller based on the Hermit card. So it's just probably an indication that if we tell our stories through writing, some magical things can happen. We can receive new insights. We can, through that expression, we can just really, I don't know, kind of uncover new ideas that we might not have had access to without taking that time to write, or whatever the art form is for you. Okay, this card is 8 of Spirals. This is a little bit interesting. Like, I can't tell. It almost reminds me of Bambi when the forest catches on fire and the deer are running away. So I can't tell if this is good things or bad things, like if this is fire or if this is just a beautiful, beautiful comets or shooting stars. So 8 of Spirals. I don't know, maybe it could mean, since I can't tell if it's positive or a little bit negative, maybe it could mean like using the challenges in your life for more creativity and more self-expression. That's how I'm going to interpret that one. The third card is Ace of Mirrors. It's kind of interesting because some people say that the tarot is actually a mirror of your life, and that's why the readings can work out so well sometimes. So in terms of creativity and expression, maybe sometimes to express something, you want to hold a mirror up to certain aspects of life. Also looks like this is definitely under the ocean. Got some fish and some seahorses there. So we've got the watery, emotional element there. That's interesting. So maybe expression can be a way of unleashing emotions in a positive way, which is a theme that I've heard a few different places recently. Fourth one, the Nine of Spirals. This looks like a cloud that's personified is unleashing a lot of kind of the force of nature. So that's what this means to me, is force of nature. So it's how can we harness different ideas from the force of nature through our creativity and expression. And the fifth card is the Seven of Spirals. Wow, we got a lot of spirals here. I'm going to have to look up what the spirals are about. Maybe I can just interpret it. Seven of Spirals is a bear. And it looks like the bear is not quite sure if he or she wants to come out of the cave. That's kind of interesting. It's like the reluctance to fully express yourself. The reluctance to fully express yourself. That's interesting to me. You're kind of like on the border. You're like, I don't know, I could really be creative and express myself, or I could just keep it to myself and not share ever. Okay, that's kind of interesting. And I'm not sure exactly what the spiral suit means. I know that a spiral is a really cool symbol because the spiral is about traveling down into the center of something and then going back out. Like, for instance, a labyrinth is a type of spiral sometimes. You go to the center, find some type of wisdom, but you have to travel back out as well. And it's also, spirals remind me of the idea of cycles of growth and how we come back around to certain ideas a few times and we learn a little bit more each time. For instance, if there's a certain issue that we're not sure about, one month it might come up with a certain conflict we have in our lives, and we kind of resolve it, but then a couple months later it could come up again, so we can resolve it with fresh eyes. Okay, so just in case you want to interpret the cards even more, I'm going to show them one more time. This is the Hermit, which is known as the storyteller in this deck. And this is the Eight of Spirals. The Spirals cards we got were the Eight of Spirals, I'm going to show you out of order, the Nine of Spirals, and the Seven of Spirals. It's pretty interesting. So it's really talking about those cycles of growth and just whatever the spiral might mean to you. I'm sure you've encountered that symbol before too. And then the third card was the Ace of Mirrors, reflecting back things, possibly through creativity. You're reflecting things back to yourself so you can see them better. Okay, this was really fun. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.